Back, everybody. You're just in time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
Today we're joined by Barb Bartlein with the People Pro, and Tracy Johnson is back with us. It is a battle over bracelets in a Pennsylvania school district. A federal appeals court ruled the district cannot ban I Heart Boobies bracelets. The school district claims the slogan, designed to promote breast cancer awareness, is lewd. But the court says school officials can't prove those bracelets have been disruptive. 2 students suspended over wearing them, and they actually have taken their fight to court.
That seems disruptive to me. I mean, I'm sympathetic to the cause. I think anything to bring awareness for breast cancer, for the cure, I think is a good idea. But I think this is crossing the line. I mean, what happens when you have that 12-year-old boy or that 10-year-old boy who's inevitably going to read this the wrong way and not understand what this is really intended for? I think that this should have stayed banned just as much as a T-shirt that has a gun on it needs to stay banned as well.
Yeah, I think it could have stayed banned. I agree with you on that, Tracy. I guess my concern is, why are young children promoting this kind of cause anyways? Don't they have enough to worry about without already worrying about breast cancer, already worrying about fatal diseases and terminal illnesses? I mean, I thought childhood was supposed to be a little bit carefree. Now, I realize maybe some of these kids have experienced this in their families, so they wanted to show support. But yeah, I don't know if it needs to be displayed in the school.
I would argue any phrase like that Courtny Garrish is willing to read on television is not lewd.
Before this, I didn't think we were supposed to say that on TV.
You know what? I think that, yes, I agree. When you're talking about the girls were in junior high at the time,
yeah.
And that can be difficult because of hormones and everything else. But isn't that then a teaching moment to teach people how to grow up and the reason behind the bracelets? And no, it doesn't really mean A, B, or C. It means this.
Why do you have to go there? I mean, it is meant to spark attention, obviously. I mean, people don't go around and saying that. They they don't say that. So why don't you just talk about the issue as a serious issue? I think what's more recognizable is the symbol with the pink ribbon or something like that. But I just think this is crossing the line, and I think that they were trying to draw attention to an issue instead. I think what they've done is caused serious disruption.
Well, bracelets are back for now.
Coming up.
More of What's Hot.
Again, we are joined by Barb Bartlein. She is the People Pro, and Tracy Johnson, Temple, Milwaukee. She's a Marquette fan. Hey, your body size may play a big role when it comes to getting a job. Researchers suggest that people who are overweight are less likely to land a job than trimmer people. Could your body prevent you from getting a job?
Without question. You know, this isn't the first research study to show this. There's a lot of prejudice against heavy-set and overweight people. They're less likely to get the job, they're less likely to get promoted, and people actually will form judgments perhaps about their work ethic and how dedicated they are simply by looking at their size. So this study does not particularly surprise me.
But Barb, don't you think that some of this could have to do with confidence, and because people might have those preconceived notions or that discrimination built in, that they might feel less confident and thus perform more poorly in the interview?
Well, let's look at a big picture example of this. Chris Christie. There's a lot of people who are saying Chris Christie, at his current weight, could not be elected president of the United States.
Yeah, that people wouldn't support him. No, but you're right, Tracy. I mean, I do think it has an effect on the confidence level, how you come across. But even among people that are very, very comfortable with their size, I still think they come up against a bias.
And they did do phone interviews and found that there was no difference when it came to body weight as far as an employer's interest.
But I think it goes back to that confidence. I think when people feel that they're going to be judged, whether they're overweight or underweight, or they don't like their hair, or they don't like something about them.
I'm not saying that there's not some of that playing into it, but I think that Barb is right. A lot of it is appearance. Employers look at something and make a judgment.
And you know what, Tracy? We can all sit here and say, well, it shouldn't be that way. And I agree with that, but guess what? I think it is.
All right, last topic today.
Our final What's Hot. There's an app for everything. Now you've got the breakup app. You want to get rid of a girlfriend or boyfriend? It's called the Breakup Text, an app that will write a long-winded text in a matter of seconds to deliver the bad news. So is it better to use the app or break up with someone in person? Do we do anything in person anymore?
I'm looking for the app right now.
I went ahead, Steve, and downloaded the app.
Oh, you did?
Who are you breaking up with?
Well, I sent a test message to my husband, and he, of course, emailed me back, and he said he couldn't stop laughing. They are just ridiculous. I think it's hilarious. I would say it's kind of a waste of 99 cents.
99
Steve.
cents.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I think that if you're in maybe a casual relationship, it might be kind of funny, but something serious, you know.
You know what? There's a part of me, though, when I first saw this bit, I'm thinking, well, it's about time, because I don't think either men or women do this very well.
Okay.
You know, when a man wants to break up, he just stops calling.
Okay, here's how it works.
When a woman wants to break up, then they want to talk. So I'm all
So this
for
is a happy medium, maybe?
So you click a little button that says begin the end.
They want to know if you're a guy or a
And
girl.
I'm ending it with a guy or a girl. Things were serious or casual. Then something went wrong. I lost interest. I found someone else. I was eaten by a bear.
It's funny. You
That's
should
a
check it
good
out.
reason to break up if you're eaten by a bear.
Well, it's preposterous, but I think the bigger issue is, do we ever have the face-to-face conversation or approach conflict like we should?
If you do get eaten by a bear, I hope you have better cell service than I do. Otherwise, that text will go nowhere.
The cell service from inside a bear.
You
Kind of
should
like
read
this
the text.
building.
Right.
We're taking a break. We'll be right back.